Creed, it's the new film from Ryan Coogler. Is it worth your time? Let's find out. Hello everybody, welcome to the Camp Invite to Show, the show where I do the very difficult task of telling you whether a movie is worth your time or not and deserves a spot in your movie collection. As always, I am Ash, and today we're going to be talking about Creed. So let's get inspired. So Creed is the latest film in the Rocky universe, and one that doesn't follow Rocky. That's right, that's why I said universe and not series. This movie follows Adonis Creed, who, you guessed it from the name, Apollo Creed's kid. Yeah. And basically, he wants to follow in his daddy's footsteps. He wants to become the best boxer he can be. He wants to be in the big time, but he doesn't want to use his name. He doesn't want to live under his father's shadow. He doesn't want to loosen it and ruin it. So he wants to make it on his own, but he can't do it alone. So he has to recruit the help of only the greatest human being ever, Rocky Balboa, to train him. So the two of them train. They fight together to become the very best they can be and reach their goals that make me cry. And I was hyped out of my mind for this movie. I'm a Rocky fanatic, to say the least. I mean, Star Wars is here. Rocky is right freaking here, people. I worship at the altar of Sylvester Stallone. So when I heard about this movie, I'm like, that's literally the best possible way to continue this series and breathe it new life. And I guess I was right to make that assumption because, ayo, this movie's fantastic. I love this movie. I love this movie so much because it is such a perfect way to continue the series without really continuing it, because at its core, this is really the passing of the torch movie. Because we have Rock. He is way too old to be thrown back in that ring. Sylvester Stallone is 69 years old now, people. It's too crazy to be throwing him in the ring. Like, he could still kick my ass, but, I mean, come on. That being said, he's at that same age Burgess Meredith was when he was training him as Mickey in the first Rocky. So, what a natural and awesome way to revitalize this franchise than to put Rocky in that trainer role. Put him in that mentor role. And who are we going to get for him to mentor? It's not going to be Tommy Gunn this time around because that was bad. No, instead, how about this? How about we get the kid of his dead best friend and rival, Apollo Creed? Well, that sounds like a dream come true. And I guess, you know, dreams do come true because I'm talking about it right now. And you couldn't have picked a better Adonis Creed than Michael B. Jordan. This guy kills it. He absolutely kills it. Not only did he get ripped for this movie, and he has the soul and spirit of Apollo Creed running in him, you immediately buy, yeah, this is Apollo Creed's kid, without a doubt. But most importantly, he makes this movie his own. He makes the character his own, but he makes the movie his own. This is not a Rocky movie. This is not. It's a movie that has Rocky in it. This is his. And that's great to me because this is where the franchise needs to go. It needs to go in this new direction with new movies. And if this movie showed me anything with his origin story, it's that Michael B. Jordan can lead this franchise. He can lead it into new movies like Creed II, Creed III, Creed I-4, where he fights the Russians. Michael B. Jordan shows an incredible range in this film, and he makes me really want 10,000 sequels, just like Rocky got, and then eventually he'll train a guy and it won't work. Then he'll train another guy 2 movies later and it will. All that being said, let's not let that downplay my boy, my adulthood's hero, Mr. Sylvester Stallone, who, this is him playing Rocky for the 7th time, people. The 7th time. And god damn it, he deserves an Oscar nomination for this role. I swear to God, because, yeah, he's playing Rocky for the 7th time. But this is such a very different Rocky, because this is a Rocky who acts his age. He's old, he's broken down, people have left and gone away into the spirit realm, and he's here. And while Michael B. Jordan is having his fight, Stallone is fighting his own fight with his own health, which makes for not only just like a, oh, Rocky, I don't like seeing you like this, but it makes for something I have never seen from Stallone, and it is truly incredible, and dare I say it, Oscar-worthy. And this is a boxing movie, Ash. How are the boxing fights? Oh my god! Oh my god! We have come a long way from that first Rocky movie, because, you know, I love that first Rocky movie more than I love my life itself, you know, anything in the world, but let's be honest here. Let's call a spade a spade. That movie's a whole lot of, you know, just, like, no contact. These boxing matches, oh my god, Oh my god, they are so, you feel every hit, it hurts you. But at the same time, they're so impeccably shot. Like, the final fight is awesome. It is incredible. You're watching it, you're just like, oh my god, it's to that point where it's so cool and realistic that you can't help but shadowbox along with it. And there's also one in here where it's just like, oh my god, all I'll say is this. Someone watched Birdman and went, I want to do that. I want to do that with boxing. All that being said, it's not a perfect film in my mind. I do have a few issues with the movie, mainly having to do with development. For one, I feel like the movie really didn't take its time in the beginning. I would have liked to see that more, you know, be able to kind of marinate on the relationship of Rocky and Creed before they just get straight into it. But my bigger issue is actually the way they really don't develop the guy who fights at the end. Because, you know, Rocky, like James Bond, has Rocky villains who are those ones who are just yelling the entire movie. Why are they great? Because the entire movie, they're in your face, in the camera's face, going like, I'm gonna take you down, fool! I'm gonna take you down! Well, maybe that's just clever laying, but they're yelling at you the entire movie to a point where, like, Rocky? Fuck that motherfucker up. He's yelling at me. I don't like him. And that makes a great Rocky villain that's memorable, whose name you remember and you curse the heavens when you think of it. With this one, it's more like he shows up in a press conference, he's like, dick, and and then they're in a boxing ring. That's really about it. Definitely could have used a little more development on that front. Also, this is nitpicky, but it did bother me when it did this. In fact, when the movie did this, I hated when it did this. Whenever a new fighter would show up, they'd like, you know, pause and just have all their stats displayed next to them. Every time it happened, it took me completely out of the movie, and I was just like, really? Really? Like, when they make Creed I hope that doesn't show up again, because I hated that. So, in the end, despite a few minor gripes, I thought Creed was fantastic. It's a fantastic first movie that is definitely going to lead into more, and I hope it does, which means all of you gotta go see it. Give it all your money. If you are a Rocky fan, you're going to love this movie. If you're not a Rocky fan, well, may God have mercy on your soul, and you know, I still think you'll like this movie. I don't know, it's one of those movies you really don't need to know the Rocky canon to hop into it. It's helpful, it makes the experience better, but still, I recommend this movie to everyone in the world. Go see it, go give it your money now. And it's a day one steelbook buy. Why? Because fucking, why wouldn't it be? It's frickin' Creed. Come on. Creed gets an A- out of 10. Hey everybody, thank you so very much for watching my video review for Creed. I want to hear what you think. Have you seen the movie? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Are you going to see it? Are you going to skip it? Whatever your thoughts are, leave it in the comment section below because I want to hear them. And as always guys, if you like this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you like the video that much, consider sharing it. I would be very appreciative. If you want to get more in touch with me, be sure to follow me on all my socials. And if you want to get more in touch with me, other awesome movie critics, and other awesome film fans, join the Enter the Cinephile Facebook page. It's a Facebook page run by me and Ram where you can just talk movies. So just, you know, request to join, and we'll make it so. But most importantly, and I forgot my cup again, I really need to get that cup, so I'm just going to take Big Daddy here and say, stay classy.